This is week 4 of me manifesting $500,000. If you did not see any of the last days, go on back and watch those. Make sure you share this and get this out to as many people as you can, because we are making a ripple effect of inspiration and more abundance being manifested for everybody involved. Oh my gosh, y'all. I've been feeling like I have been getting years and years of information in a matter of I made the last video, 4 days ago or something? It's a lot, but I'm up for it. Like, I prepared my container. But you know what came to me today that was just brought to the forefront of my reality was regulating your nervous system. Now, I already understand regulating your nervous system, and I have done that. But this piece of information came to the forefront that I didn't really think about before, which is shaking. After you shift a limiting belief, or not even that per se, but more so when you have this emotional response to something, like you're triggered by something. Like if I'm triggered by spending money on Amazon or spending money on groceries or anything of the nature, just triggered with anxiety, fear, any low vibe emotion. When you shift the limiting belief, make sure you regulate your nervous system in the process with shaking. And so I looked it up though, and I was seeing like, what do gazelles do when they bring their body back to homeostasis? They shake. I believe they called it physical discharging. So they'll shake, they'll prance, they'll do a movement with their body to bring them back to homeostasis. So I was like, that's interesting. And so I seen a video on TikTok that Instagram, and I wasn't looking for it, y'all. It just appeared for me. And she was talking about shaking, and I was like, interesting. So I did that today, and I was like, I like this. So I'm adding that to what I do. I have been doing EFT a lot lately though, y'all. I believe a day or two ago, I was just like on it. I did like 3 or 4 EFTs, two by Brad Yates, and then I did the other 2 just on my own. And I've been having a lot of inspired action, like constant. And I love it because I'm always getting fed the next steps. So it's like this ever-flowingness of steps and being guided continuously. It's a really good feeling. Have you been feeling like that? Has that been happening to you where you've just been feeling guided to do these things? Or do you want to get to that point? Let me know in the comments. Another action that came to me, inspired action, was to watch Travelers on Netflix. And I was excited about that because I haven't had a show, y'all, in a while since I was watching You and Severance and The Handmaid's Tale. But this one was brought to my attention. And I was like, yeah, okay, I got a new show. So I'm still going through that. I'm on episode, I think, 3. And I like it. I was noticing what my trigger points were, like when the lack beliefs start coming up for me about money. And I noticed it's when something is running low, if I have to pay for something, or when I'm driving. And I'm just like, interesting. Okay, so I know, like I can tell when it happens so I can catch it early. But then it dawned on me when I was getting some soap, like my Meyer soap, because I love Meyer soap. That's just the best. But it was getting low, and not even that low, y'all. It's like still almost full. But I was triggered by that. And I was like, this is interesting because I actually love this soap. I love the things that I pay for. I love those things. Like, I love that I live where I live. I love living on my own. It's a beautiful thing. So yes, obviously I love paying the rent because I love what I have. I love the energy exchange that happens there. I love the food that I got, the health conscious food that I got. So I love the energetic exchange that happened there. So I love what I'm getting. So there is that exchange that's happening, like I'm saying. But when you realize this stuff, you're not just paying for things that you don't like. You're paying for things that you love. You love having electricity. You love being able to watch TV. You love paying for your phone because you love your phone. You love getting on TikTok. You love getting on Instagram. You love getting on YouTube. You love these things. And when you're in that state of love, love gets more abundance. Because there's an abundance of love, and then there's love in abundance. You know what a better way to put that is, you love abundance and you receive an abundance of love, or the things that you love. There we go. Oh, and I was also guided to get a certain book. And I was like, and this is how I know that this is inspired action. Because I was guided to this certain book. And then, but this book only had like 2 reviews. And I usually never buy books that only have a few reviews. I like to see hundreds of reviews, and it has 5 stars or, in the high 4s. So I was like, okay, I'm going with it. I'm going with the flow on these inspired actions. I don't have to know the outcome. But I started reading the book. And then I started getting all these inspired ideas. And I've been making like a lot of videos, y'all. And I've been getting so many inspired ideas since I'm reading this book. That was my inspired action, to read that book. And when you follow your inspired action, you get more inspired action. So from me reading that book, I got all these inspired ideas to make videos. Do you see how that works? And when I make the video, there's another inspired action. So it's this constant flow of inspired actions. Once you get on this train, y'all, the train has left the station and it keeps on going over and over and over again. So it becomes easy. It doesn't have to be like, oh, the train is stuck. This train is never stuck. In the book I'm reading, though, she's talking about money as an energy. And she's saying when you stop thinking about money as in coins and dollars and all like this physical aspect of money, and you start perceiving money as an energy, it's an ever-flowing energy that is always readily available, like oxygen. You start to see it differently. So I was like, okay. Because reading this book, y'all, I've been having to stop like after a few pages, and then because I'll get an inspired idea that's this clarity of what I've been reading. And this is like, it's mind-blowing though, because I didn't even technically ask for clarity, like with my words, but it's more in my energy, just clarity of what's going on. And I will get clarity immediately. I'll even start drawing pictures that come to me and like models or graphs that come to me to understand what I'm reading and to internalize it in a way that I can talk about it and teach it and coach on it. So I'm just like, this is a beautiful thing. But I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you follow me and subscribe to me, and then comment below beauty to let me know that you are following along still and you are still in the vibrational frequency of money and abundance. These videos may be weekly, but y'all, I have so much content out there. You can be binge watching me up until the next video comes out, and you will still be on point with it. I have my CEO Manifestor Workbook Bundle in the link in my bio on TikTok, and it is in the link in my description on YouTube. And that is there for you to follow along so you can stay in the vibe of money and abundance and opportunities and success while the next video comes out.